You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. Shoes off if I want. Let yourself be free and maybe you will find that there is more to life than being pretty. Honey, let's just face it. Baby, let your head down, be a little wilder. Baby, kick your shoes off, you don't have to hide it. Baby, let your head down, be a little wilder. Baby, kick your shoes off, don't hide it. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hey guys, happy Sunday afternoon. Get rid of the doggo. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome. Doesn't it look good? The F406, it looks nice. I don't know if it flies any good or anything because I haven't checked it out. We're gonna be checking it out together today, but here we go. But hope your weekend's been well. Happy early Sunday morning to you if you're over in the northern region of the world. And the weekend is winding up for the rest of us, but I hope you guys are doing well. I hope your Simeon's been great. A response to the A2A Piper Aerostar perhaps looks like a very similar aircraft. I don't know because I haven't messed around with this guy yet, so I couldn't tell you. So we're going to have a bit of a look at it together and see how we go. But it shouldn't be too hard. I believe it's been set up to basically be a one pilot sort of aircraft, so we'll see how we go. But good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Mr. Killswitch, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. A legend. Apologies for the lightage. I still haven't set up the lightage, everybody. I still haven't set it up yet. Michael from Canberra, I hope you're resting up, my friend. Take care, and hopefully this stream brings some smiles your way. Mr. Evil, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Mr. Clive, hope you're doing well. Actually, I haven't looked around to see who's going to be flying with us tonight. But welcome to the stream. Happy Sunday to you. Richo's here. He says morning, afternoon, evening, everybody. What's going on, Mr. Richo? Mr. William Kelly's here. Hello tonight. Welcome. Who else is lurking in? I saw a few names in. Hey, we've got a couple old faces in the stream today. Look out. The riffraff is in town, Mr. Inspector and Captain Fozzie. I feel better now that I had a chat as being... I don't even want to know. Don't even want to know. Anyways, Mr. Schmicko, what's going on? Mr. Perth Airport Plane Spotter, welcome back. Mr. Falcon 2033, hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to the stream. Willie says, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I've got the coffee in hand. He says, I'll be testing and flying the Togs. The 500S, I think that is what he's calling it. Yeah, the 500C, the Hughes. Yeah, it's on the list because the Hughes is such a famous... Oh, eating my microphone. The Hughes is such a famous little chopper, but I'm waiting for Sim Update 3 to come out so I can get my Toby in action properly without messing around with config files. And then we can get back into the helicopter flying. So, Mr. Virtual Skies, welcome to the stream. Our favorite. Who's that? Who was that?
Just wanting to say hello and earn some of those supporter XP.
YouTube's version of Let's Make Some More Money. That's what that is. YouTube's version of making Let's Make More Money. Well, let me know if it actually works for you and you can get that higher XP. Mr. Chase T I was referring to. I was going to say our favorite New Zealand mushroom. Mr. Wellington, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Mr. Captain Kookaburra, thank you very much too for that, Inspector. I appreciate it. Very, very, very kind. The Threshold, welcome to the stream. And did I miss anybody? I think I got everybody. Holes in my ears. I know. I still haven't looked at that. I've been very busy with many other projects. One that's been taking up a lot of time is the Flight Sim mods for the third or fourth time is getting expanded in the print room. So I've been busy doing that sort of stuff. So you've just got to put up with your ears getting ripped out, Mr. Captain Fozzie. Welcome to the stream. So, and they're eatable mushrooms. They're not those fuzzy ones that take you on a dreamy dream state. They're just the normal eating ones. Hi all. I have a shout out. Here we go again. Didn't we go through this last stream? If Mr. Aviation, if anybody asks for a shout out, I'm just not going to do it. I'm more likely to time you out instead, my friend. I know a way for you to increase more subs. Just do more videos, my friend. More videos. Mr. Pringles, thank you very much for the first class lounge. Where is the death? What? The death cat mushies? No, Benny, there's none here. There's none here. I'll change it. I will do bro. Bro. I can tell when the Gen Zs are here because it's bra. They expect, thank you very much for the 49 months. I appreciate it.
Let the good times roll. 49 months,
yeah, bro.
Nearly a half century.
Can I have a see, now everyone's bloody going to go ask for it. This is what you've gone and started. I tell you what, never ask for... I'm going to give you some hints if you want to expand your YouTube channel. This is just for you. Never ask sub for a sub because they're not going to watch your channel and you don't want dead subs. And never ask for a shout out to get subs over because people are probably going to sub over there, right? And they might not like what you watch and they're just going to unsub or they're going to be a dead sub. The best way to get subs is to just keep making video content and hopefully people like it and your channel will expand that way. So there is some tips and yeah, don't bother asking for shout outs. Anyways, I might sound like a grumpy old man, but I tell you what, it works. It works. Inspector, thank you very much for the 49 months. And Mr. Pringles, thank you very much for the first class lounge. Speaking of shout outs, Pringles is now streaming over on Twitch. So if you're a Twitch fan over there, you should go and check him out. Shout out to Collingwood losing. Did they lose? Hey, Mr. Bill Fury, what's going on? Hey, Shane, everyone. Hope you are having a great weekend. We went to the zoo today. and with Mrs. Oz. No shout outs. No, we went to the zoo today. It was awesome with Mrs. Oz and Oz Jr. It was pretty cool. So, a shout out to Shane. Don't even bother doing shout outs to me. But no, when I first started the Oz Flight Simmer channel, I was doing stuff like that, asking for shout outs and all that sort of stuff. It doesn't work. Doesn't work. I'm telling you from experience, it does not work. Did you see that the monkeys recognize you? No, we went there because one of the new monkeys had a baby, and the baby monkey recognized me. It said daddy. I can't believe we went there and it's only been the first 13 minutes of a stream. Holy cow. Anyways. Monkey daddy, yes. Hey Dos, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Shout out to you beautiful people. There we go. Shout out to all the beautiful people in the world. All right. Everyone's cruising. Everyone's cursing that you have the best name in Australia. I don't know about that. Anyways. All right. Let's jump into the sim. I'll tell you what, if you guys are thinking we're going to just be getting up and going flying straight away, I have no idea how to fly this. I haven't even actually set up camera views, so I don't know how to fly this or do anything. So we're going to have a bit of a look around, because if you are into GA, and I assume you are, because we have a lot of our friends watching like flying GA on a Sunday, I feel like came at the most awkward time. No, anytime you rock up, Haydos, it's just going to be awkward. No, I'm not control-E-ing it. But I thought we could have a look at this together, because this is my first Inibuilds plane that I've purchased. And I'll actually rephrase that. All the Inibuilds planes that I have, all the airliners, I've purchased every single one of them. None of them have been given to me by Inibuilds, so they're all been purchases of mine. But this is the first one that they've done that's been a non-airliner that I've actually purchased. So I'm actually very interested to see. Camera views are currently hey, I'll make my own as we go. Savage Pilot, it looks like a great plane. I might get this after watching your stream. Yeah, so I thought we are going to check it out together. Now, a couple of things that we do know about this plane is, one, it's available over on the Inibuilds store. They've actually set this up to do a lot of different things, because it's a versatile aircraft in the real world. It does things like passenger flying. This is what we've got, the passenger version and they do a cargo version, and they do a like a Coast Guard version and all that sort of stuff like that. Anyways, you'll be able to use all that in the career mode, but you would have to wait for them to release it within Microsoft Flight Simulator InSim Marketplace first. So if you're picking this up for the career mode, you might have to wait, because it's not just going to work in career mode, because it's got to be purchased from the InSim Marketplace, which is not available yet. So, Mr. Jason Jolly, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. So, no passengers even in this plane then. So anyways, I'm keen to check out and do a bit of a walk around on this, and we'll just have a bit of a look before we jump in. Then we'll set some camera views, and I'm actually going to use the checklist. So I'm going to take off the pitot heats, which are actually at the front of the plane. Very, very interesting. They're not actually on the side of the plane, but that will be because, look at this, we've got the big boots on here. These boots are made for icing, because that's what they'll do. Big Al, what's happening? You're using your checklist? Well, I'll glance over it. Okay, I'll glance over it. There we go. Let's have a peekaboo here. Peekaboo, what's in here? Nothing. As you can see, the textures inside aren't that great, but that's, you know, that's what it's going to be like. They're not going to be that great inside of these little compartments here. Hello. Could fit a little bit of weight in there. Does the prop spin around? No, prop doesn't spin around. But very, very nice textures. Got a lot of grease and grime on there. And we're going to take the chocks off there. Can I actually get down here? How do you crouch C? Can we have a look at the... oh, I can go in it. Hello. The gear looks okay. Tires look nice though. I think this cost me about 45 Australian. 45 Australian, I think it was. It's like £20 or 20 pounds, I think it is. Not too bad, not too bad. Oh, hello. Hello, sir, whoever you are. We've got a British livery on there, by the way. It doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. For the texture work's quite good and the detail's quite good. We've got some bump mapping on the rivets. So that looks all right. It'll be interesting to see if it looks all right from the cockpit. Oh, this actually opens up too on the thingamajiggers. That opens up. Great animations there. There we go. That's cool. It closes. Let's leave that open for a second. Very, very nice. What else have we got here? Static ports are there. Does that do anything? No. So you'd be able to do the proper walk around once this gets in the sim, I would imagine. You're a very good looking man, but can you get out of my face? Checklist? Yes, I know. I'm going to glance over it. People like that. It doesn't bother me as much as it bothers you, the threshold. I'm a pilot, man. 42 AUD seems to be a pretty good price. Yeah, we'll have to see. Hey, Ange, what's going on? We'll have to see. Like, it's not high detail. Some high detail GA planes actually go for about like $70. I know the A2A stuff has been very, very expensive. Actually, does anybody know? Hey, Bubba, what's going on? Does anybody know what the A2A latest one is going for? I don't even know the price. But this is sort of a bit of a mid-range tier airplane. So it'll be interesting to see how she flies and what it does. There we go. Even the bolts are all being... Oh, that looks a bit half average. They're trying to do a chrome look there, and that's a bit how you're going. But it's hard to do chrome within the sim anyway. It's a hard texture to do. Put the lights on there. Beddos that follow me around. But the sounds have been done by Echo 19, so that'll be interesting to see how she actually sounds like. I think Boris does sounds a little bit better, but Echo 19's pretty damn good. Does this side open up as well? Oh, there we go. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Does this one work? No, that side doesn't work, but it does on the other side. So that's interesting. Hey Kanga, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. So that's the walk around. She does look pretty good though, I must admit. So I haven't really checked out the cockpit, but I like the wear and tear, and the bump mapping looks pretty good. Look at the scratches and stuff. That's pretty good detail. There's something sticking out there, which is not too good. And then obviously on the inside there, it's a bit how you going, but all in all, it's not too bad for $45. All right, let's button this whole thing up. Where's all the click spots so we can actually close these now? This is not working the way that I want it to. That one closes. Where's the click spot for this guy? Hello? Oh no, we stuffed it. There's no click spot. Hang on, I just found it. There we go. All right, it's over there. All right, let's click this down here. There we go. No sounds though. No sounds on the click spots to close it. Oh, do you know what? I've got the sim sounds off. That's why. Hang on, let's see if we've got sounds here. I did all that with no sounds. Oh my god. Oh, it does have sounds. Very, very nice. There we go. We need some turbines in the background. That's cool. It's got a good sound. Just fly with it up. No, I don't think we'll fly with it up. I don't think it will go too well. There we go. I actually didn't hear a sound on that one. Better get out of the bloody road, you moron. Alright. Actually, I want to hear the door sound, so let's have a listen to that. We did open that before. The sounds are very quiet, but mind you, I'm wearing these silly little headphones, so, or these pods in my ear, so yeah, not too bad for outside view. I'd like to see, it'd be nice to see if the boots actually expand. You could see them expand. That'll be a cool little animation. I don't know if they do though. And then we got some, are they LEDs? They're not LEDs there. They're bulbs, but I think there's an LED on the nose. Yeah, that's an LED down there. Oh no, it's not. It's old-fashioned bulbs. There we go. Watching your stream tonight in that bed, Michael. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Take care. Holy cow. This is my sort of plane. Lots of dials. Looking pretty cool. And obviously, this is the passenger variant version of it. Can we actually move around in here or not? Do I have to use the keyboard? Yeah, we can. Okay. So this is the passenger version of it. So, but they do make all sorts of other different variants. When I've been watching some of the other content creators who had access to this, but this is interesting. They've done really wear and tear on the seats. Textures aren't that great though, but they have put wear and tear on the seats, which is cool. A lot of farts being done in this one. It's bursted at the seams. There we go. A lot of farts put in the chair there. But it's a lot of wear and tear. Holy cow. They haven't cleaned the seats, cleaned the back of the seats for a while. Jesus. Just doing a little bit of inspection here. Why is there like a 5-point harness for a passenger plane? I don't understand why would they need a 5-point harness. But anyways, holy cow. You'd get a bit wary. Can you open that from the inside? Yes, you can. You won't do that there. But it's interesting. It'd be interesting to see if the real world plane has 5-point harnesses in the passenger thing. I'd say it probably would. Does the exit sign work? No. It doesn't work. Then we got the co-pilot side. And our side with all the buttons on the left-hand side there. Someone was, I think it was Evil, was saying that the circuit breakers work on the left side, but they don't work on the right side. Yeah, that's a bit of a shame that they don't haven't modeled that. But anyways, all right. A new plane should look new. No, they've just modeled it as an older plane. Like it's not a new plane. How fast is it? I have no idea. Evil. I just purchased it because I like the look of it. And I haven't messed around with it yet. So I've even got to set up some custom views, which we're going to do now. There we go. So that's pretty cool though, because a lot of them, when they do sounds, they actually don't do the sounds louder when you open up the actual window. So that's pretty cool. All right, so let's bang that guy in there. Cool. And I might cheat. Sometimes I'll just do it from a perspective of the pilot, or sometimes I'll just do this. It's a bit glitchy because there's a lot of people here, because Microsoft is great in that aspect. There we go. All right, what else do we need? We might just do... Does this thing have an overhead? No overhead at all. All right, let's go and do the GoPro view on the GA. All right, so that, and let's do some seat views for the back. We might do this one here of the flaps. There we go. Well, let's do that view. And let's do a view over that side as well. There we go. Alright, so now we need to pop out. Will this just let me pop out is the question. No, so we need to do the old co-pilot trick. Let's go pilot. Let's go co-pilot. Pops us out. We'll save that as a camera view, and then we'll start moving around, do the outside views. Exclamation mark flight plan in one word. Mr. Perth. Mind you, when you do it this way, though, it can cock-eye the camera view, though. It's the only problem. Like it's done in this case. It fish-eyes it a little bit. Oh, we might go a bit closer. There we go. Got to get the wheels popping down. So we're going to put that for a view. And then we'll do an outside view of that. There we go. That looks cool. It's transitioning all right. We've nearly got one more camera view to go. Is this thing easy to start up, fellas? I don't know. That'll do for now. Hey, Captain Rugby, what's going on? Exclamation mark flight plan, one word there. Or you can just have a look up the top there. I've got it actually pinned up to the top. So, all right, let's make sure. Do we have... There we go. We've got controls. We've got throttle. We have pitch. And we've got fuel. I need to tighten this up. I'll tighten it up. Oz Flight Sim monopolies. There we go. All right, let's have a look. Oh, hello. I'm in someone's crutch. That's not good. Lock and open. Does this door actually open? Oh, like a DeLorean. There we go. Very nice. So we can actually taxi with the window open. Very, very nice. Very nice. I like that. No, that's interesting though. I'm not hearing any sounds of it closing, which is a bit disappointing. Yeah, there's no sound. Like it's got a little sound. I want to hear a hiss as the pump air is coming out from the pump there, and a proper thing like that's pretty average for the sounds. Yeah, that's pretty average. I would like to see a little bit better. There's a click there though. Yeah, that's a bit average. What does that do? Nothing. Hang on, I just got to adjust the throttle. A swoosh click. Yeah, we want a swoosh click. Is what we want. We want a swoosh click. That's better. The clicking you're hearing is you're hearing the prop mixture doing some weird stuff. So I'm obviously going to have to pull it all the way out for it to stop clicking. Does that make noise? That doesn't make noise. Pitch doesn't really make too much noise. Hey, Big Jago!
Hi guys, Shane here. Welcome to my first YouTube video. Wow, that seems like years ago. 41 months of being a drop there, then I'll get less for murder, haha.
Thank you, Dave. Hope you're doing well, my friend. So all the thank you very much for the 41 months. So they're all the circuit breakers. They all have little noises. They're the same noise. So there's a different noise for the click in than the click out. But other than that, they're the same noise. All right, avionics bus, fuel. Are they heaters? I think they're heaters. What else have we got here before we get the checklist on here? Something to do with AC, a bypass, inertial separator. I'm not sure what that is. That's something to do windscreen alcohol, perhaps. Surface windscreen on propeller. That's probably propeller synchronization. Pedostatics on their stall. A vane is there. Propeller gov. Cool. Fuel boost batteries. What's up the top here? Ignition starting off. Okay, so pretty much standard for a turbo. Then we've got all the lights there. Those ones click in and out as well. Light intensity, lights. What else we got up here? Oxygen. I'd say it's probably not going to be like a black square aircraft, that's for sure. Spray bus, I don't think we're going to be using that. Battery. That's to go on it. That might be the battery reset. I will say though, from out here they look good, but the textures don't look that great up close. Not polished like say a A2A or a black square aircraft. Still pretty good, but not that, not that level. What do we got on this side? Can we get rid of this guy? Does this have a little button we can get rid of? There we go. All right, we can get rid of that. Oxygen connector, parking, a brake, emergency gear extend. We might need that later. Does that actually work? No, it doesn't even work. Okay, so that's just modeled in. What do we got underneath here? How does the pedals animation look? Oh, not too bad. You can see the pistons going up and down and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. So that one passes. The old flight sim check. Trim wheel, we've already been there. So what gauges we got? Probably the normal turbine ones. Torque, prop, ITT, RPMs, fuel flow and oil pressure, fuel quantities. Nose gear, maximum extended speed is 180 knots. We all need to remember that. It's got an autopilot. Flight director, heading, nav, altitude hold, glide, slope, back course is there. GPS 430, squawk on there. Bendex. I wonder if the radar actually works on it. So all the announcement panels there, and then standard 6-pack for the co-pilot and nothing there. So it should be pretty straightforward. I will say this though, the textures on the inside don't look as good as what they do on the outside. They're not. I wonder if they have like a 4K and an 8K version. Does anybody know? Are the textures are terrible? Yeah. Does anybody know? Are the textures? Is there different versions you can get? Because I actually didn't check it. There might be different versions you can get. Cowl flaps, crossfeeds, lock. Oh, okay, so they're locked for the cowl flaps, and then you can put the cowl. Okay. It's coming up at night time. I know that you said the textures aren't good inside, but I hope you don't have your head that close to the gauges. Well, the thing is, when you're sitting in a real world plane, Big Al, you're pretty close to the thing. Like this, I'm going to tell you a little thing which really, really annoys me, right? Is that you see a lot of people flying planes like this, and a lot of people fly airliners like this, but that doesn't happen in the real world. Your head's all the way up here. I usually actually adjust mine for a little bit higher because you need to be seen over the dash because your head's not down here. That's for sure when you're flying. But you are pretty close to the textures, so I expect them to be better. This actually, it's given me the vibes of like Airplane Heaven vibe textures here, which are very, very similar. So, I don't know, outside seems good. These don't seem that good. They're obviously being optimized for performance and they're not that great. So I'm not a big fan of the textures so far. But I wonder if there's like a 2K and a 4K version. Oh Lord, don't say the name we don't say. What do you mean? Not everybody's 6'4". Yeah, but you adjust your bloody seats. You adjust your bloody seats. Oh, if I was in the sling, I'm like this, all the way up. Hang on. I'm like all the way up. But yes. No, it just amazes me when I see people flying airliners and they're like this, and I'm like, yeah, right. It doesn't work that way. The maple leaf word. No, I'm not going to say maple leaf word. All right, let's see if we can actually start this. Make sure the parking brake is on. And what do we got on this little EFB thing over here? We can do an ICAO search. What is it? KPVU. What's the ICAO around here? Expect your cockpit sunroof is open. Exclamation mark. Oh no, I've got it in there. KPVU. All right, let's do a search. And auto. Winds 9 and 6. That's interesting because I checked the real world METAR, and actually the real world METAR has got no wind at all. So, it's interesting. This is not matching, anyways. All right, let's bring up the checklist to see what we've got to do here. Primary checks, parking brakes set, all switches are off, circuit breakers are in, landing gear switch is down. Trim mat control, fuel crossfeed is selected to be off, flap positions done, battery switch is on. Alright, where's the battery switch? Is that one? No, it's this one down here. Where's the battery switch on? Fuel gauge check quantities. Good. Fuel totalizer is set. What's the friggin' totalizer is set? We'll just go, yep. Electric windshield check operation, battery switch to off. Alright, we're just going to say that we check the windshield operations. There we go. Before engine start, cowl flaps open, generator switch. Cowl flaps push to open. Hang on. I just changed the rudder trim. Fuck that. Why does it keep... If I'm touching the cowl flaps, why does the rudder trim keep moving? It says push to open. Is it talking about that? Is it talking about that? I don't know. Let me have a look. Cowl flaps are open. Cowl flaps are closed. Alright, so it's these guys here. Cool. Cowl flaps are open. Wait, let's just click this for history. Well, I haven't had a chance to mess around with the plane. Cowl flap generator switch check is off. Where's the gens? Okay. They are in the off position. Interior, exterior lights as required. Alright, let's go. Lights are on the daytime, but I still need the battery on. So I'm going to switch that on. What have we got here? Nav lights can go on. Anti-collision lights can go on. Power levers to full idle. Full idle? Hang on, let me read that again. Power levers to full idle, propeller levers to feather. Alright, let's go down to feather. These are full or flight idle. Let's go to ground idle there. And then what do we got to do with, and then the fuel control set to cut off. Alright, we'll set the cut off there. Engine starting, voltmeter check. We're not going to worry about boost. Pumps are going to be on. Where's the pumps? Did we see pumps down here? Pumps. Saw some pumps somewhere. Where are the pumps? Pump it up. Alright. right and left are on. Ignition engines to start. All right, let's get this music off for a second. We're going to start this baby up. Ignition engines to start. Let's just do this on the left side. Watching IT Max and hit the starter switch. Oh shit, we're doing something. Propeller's turning. Did I start it? We did. There we go, we just started it. That was easy now. What's the after engine start? Let's do that for both of them. All right, let's start the next one. Let's go to, we'll do the gen on the left-hand side. Let's go engine start on this one. Ignition. She's turning. TT's going up. Add the fuel. She's got light. There we go. Good engine start. There we go. We don't need no stinking checklist. Gens can go on. Fuel boost can go off. We don't want to do auto feather just yet. Alright. Cockpit feathers, propellers to feather the cutoff. Prop levers, engine starting, multimeter start, check, monitor. Yep. Generator switched on, repeat, and then levers to flight idle. There we go. Before taxiing, passenger brief, fuel control, heaters is required, avionics switch, lights. Alright, where's the avionics switch?
Shut up. Masters, crack my door. Emergency button.
Avionics, where is the avionics? Let's put an avionics switch somewhere. Down on warmer. Where's the avionics switch? Oh, starter switches need to go off. There we go, that's all good. I'll come back to chat in a second. We need to find where is... Heater stakes can go on stall vane. Avionics 1. Avionics bust right and left. There we go. Ooh, she's all lighting up. There we go. Anyways, well, that thing got bruised. Yeah, it's because I'm using the AB9. It's because I'm using the auto force feedback from the AB9. That's what it is. I've just got it turned up a little bit because it feels better. Alright, that's going up. Comms are there. Very, very cool. So we can tune our comms. We are going to use a bit of say intentions today. Right, let's enter that. Let's get it to do its full checklist. Chuck the checklist out the window. I've finished with it now. I can turn it off. There we go. Let's turn it off. We don't need that anymore. There's the yaw dampener there. Where's the autopilot switches? Autopilot switches. Because we will need to know that a little bit later. That's just the, well, autopilot yaw dampener. Okay, so it's the same thing. It's all together. Okay. Where are you? Put in exclamation mark flight plan and then you'll see it pop up. I assume that's prop syncing there. I could be wrong. Fuel control heaters. I don't think we need them. I don't think we need the heaters. Oh, or you can just check it. I've pinned it up to the top. Turn that down. Alright, let's get say intentions to do a little bit of a thing here. We're just going to go and set this up for identity. We are a F406 and we are a Cessna, a Caravan. Oh, thank you very much for that. We've just been demonetized. Appreciate it. Take that one. White. Blue. Alright, let's do an auto on that one. Who was that? There we go. Just been done again. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for doing that. It's Jacko. Thank you very much. We've been demonetized now. Thank you. Appreciate it. I've got to take them off because they're the ones that keep bloody demonetizing us. No soup for you. Yes, no soup for me or noodles. Oh, alright, let's do... Oh, we've got ground and everything over here. So, we're going to be taxiing and taking off runway at 36 so we can depart way out. Or straight out. Hell, that's noisy. So we'll be taxiing down here and then over there somewhere. So runway 36. Why is it still doing that? You know what I need to do? Instead of doing this guy, I'm going to have to change it to the radio comms because it will make it easier for me. There we go. Alright, let's tune this quickly. Oh, I like how it tunes. That's nice. ATIS 135, 175. I like the clicking on that. That's nice. Put that in there. We should have ATIS 135. Oh no, it's 175. We'll put it back here. 175. Actually, what I might do is I might just go flying because you guys have been waiting, and once we get to the next airport, we'll then use say intentions. I won't jump in on it straight away. Alright, let's go and set a direct course. We are flying to, does this do the keyboard thing? It does do the keyboard thing. To Kilo Romeo, what is it? Kilo Romeo, Kilo Sierra. Kilo Romeo, Kilo Sierra is going to be the first stop time, which is Rock Springs in Sweetwater. Alright, let's go there. Let's pop that in there. Standby is on. Cool. Alright, let's get taxiing. Let's just do a CTAF because I know our friend will be there. 122.90. So I'm going to do proper say intentions on the next leg, but I'll go to CTAF because we are on the say intentions server. And we'll just do a CTAF to runway 36. Provo traffic, this is the Caravan 27766. Gonna get a radio check. Hopefully there's someone around. You're close to being 100. Pixel, we've been close to 100,000
American 1877, Los Angeles Center. You're coming in loud and clear.
For ages. For ages. But yeah, that's, have you got neighbours? Did they I don't know if they've actually done the last recording or not now. Mr. Decker, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Let's not dilly-dally. Oh, here we go. Let's get a chart up. Taxi. Alpha, F5. Martin Clune, ying ding ding ding, Martin Clune. Provo traffic, this is Cessna Caravan 27766, taxiing to runway 36 via Alpha down to cross runway 31 to Delta and then holding short at Charlie. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it with the home and aways. How do I bring back the thing? There we go. Cool. Brakes are off. Clear on the right. Clear on the left. Let's see if we can actually get this thing to taxi. Props going up. The engine sounds are pretty good. There we go. She's loud. Oh, she's quick. I will say this though, just off the get-go, ladies and gents, for a price of $43. It's pretty good value so far. We haven't done any flying with it, but it's pretty good value so far for $43. So, wing slice through the fuel truck. Well, I'll tell you what, there's been a lot of wing slicing happening a lot around the world, Bubba, lately. It's crazy, isn't it? There's been a couple of different accidents. It's got a nice feeling on the taxi too. It feels like she's quite a large plane, so... Brake check. There we go. So far, so good. Oh, can I taxi with this thing open? Let's see. We can. Oh, look at this. There you go. That's the way you do it, Mr. Pringles. That's the way you do it. De-icing station over there. We don't need to use that today. At least she taxis. A good start. Yeah. Mr. Willie's in his chopper. I haven't bought it yet, Willie. I will. I'm planning on buying it when I get some spare cash. Poor Qantas. Yeah, Qantas then had the. Didn't they have the what am I calling it? Ram into the engine the other day as well. Did you fill the tanks? No, I used the default and it's got 50%. So I checked the tanks before. We've got quantities. We've just got about 8,000 pounds, so 16,000 pounds in there all up. That should be enough. But so far, so good. Like, the textures look okay back here, but closer up, they're not too great. Oh, actually, did I turn the taxi lights on? Because you do need to zoom in. But I'd say maybe that's more to do with perhaps performance. Yeah, Mr. Beto, feel free to overtake me, sir. I don't know what he's doing. But he's picked it up as well. There's a few of you guys actually picked it up. Kanga, I sent you those things in Discord too that you requested, sir. I might have a flat wheel. Do you need maintenance to check the vibrating yoke? Yeah. I've got it on my prop. I actually need to set up a thing for turbine. I need to set up a turbine settings for the AB9, but I haven't been flying any turbines. This is like my first turbine in the sim, so... Provo traffic, this is Caravan 27766 is crossing runway 31. Is 31? Yep, it's 31.
American 1877, contact Provo Tower for runway crossing clearance.
I was doing CTAF, man. Oh, do you know why? Because I forgot to change it to the CTAF frequency. Or not. What did I do? Hang on. No, we're on there. Okay. I'm just using CTAF. I'm not going to jump over. See, when you're actually stepping away, look at the bump mapping on the actual engine. It's really good. It's really good bump mapping. So I like that. Animation. Getting some artifact. Oh, look at that. I'm getting a little bit of artifacting from the frame gen, but and the flap, it just seems to be the sounds, the animation sounds and stuff are a bit low, but it could be with these headphones in, so I haven't had a chance to set up the new ones. I'm just going to go over the run-up area there. You guys are welcome to take off in front of me if you want to. The outside looks extremely good. Yeah, I'm very, very happy. All in all, though, because I can even see the bump mapping here. All in all, for $43 Australian, it's a great buy so far. Like, even when I'm looking up here, they've got stains and stuff up there, but the textures are a bit, how you going? They need to be improved. But so far, so good. All right, let's get ready for a bit of a takeoff here. Those on, lane lights go on. And what do I need to do down here? I'm not going to mess around with that. Not going to mess around with the heaters. Initial separator. Probably need to turn that. Oh, that's on normal anyway. No, we're going to leave everything all there. Good. Cow flaps. I'm going to leave open for now. And that's good. All right, let's go over to B-far. And that's set on to alt. All right, we are good to go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to secondary one. There we go, old school. Let's go straight off to alt. Cool. So we depart straight out here, runway 36, and then we'll just make a slight right. We're going to on-climb to 4,500 to start off with. And it's just altitude hold by the looks of it. So we're going to do our own with pitch. Okay, cool. Stains in the roof. Oh, come on. You guys be nice. Dave, you always bring the room down. Come on. But a big thank you for you guys hanging out. I appreciate it. All right, we're looking all right. All right, let's get rid of this guy. That's done. let's get out of here. Mr. Dave Cleary, good morning to you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Clear on the right, clear on the left. Thank you very much, guys. Runway 36, there's a Delta. And we're going to hold short here as everybody taken off. I do love the outside look of this plane. Like, to me, it's a better looking plane, like as in just physical looks, than the A2A plane. Just the physical looks of the aircraft, to me, it's more pleasing. Provo traffic. This is Cessna Caravan 2 7766 lining up runway 36. Fuel check, control check. No, we're all good with that. Thank you very much.
American 1877, contact Provo Tower for runway lineup clearance.
No, I'm just pretending we're doing CTAF. What is the altitude around here? It's 4.5. Alright, we're going to 8.5. Provo traffic, Cessna Caravan 7766 rolling runway 36. Straight out departure on climb 8,500.
American 1877, you're on the wrong frequency for departure clearance. Contact Provo Tower for takeoff clearance and departure instructions.
We're in trouble. Alright, rolling. Speed's alive. Keeping talking check. Prop. I need to get the prop up. There we go. Now she's rolling. Oh, there we go. Need to do a bit of trimming here. Now she's up. More trim, bit more trim, bit more trim. Gears going up. Animation of the gears look good. More trim. We'll let it dirt trail behind us there. Sim's looking amazing today. Here we go. Trim. Flaps going up. All the animations and stuff just seem to be, the sound seems to be lower. Jeez, we need a lot of trim. Alright, we're going to have to go through these mountains here to get to where we need to go. Carve way through here. There's 5.5. No, I feel like they could be a little bit done with the sounds, but then again, we only paid $43 for this, so why are we on standby? There we go. Only paid $43 Australian, so far I can't complain, but I reckon they could have done a little bit more, but so far so good. I think it's good value for money. $43. Fuel check, control check. It does fly well. It hand flies pretty good, actually. I'm actually all trimmed up and I'm no hands. So, autopilot check. We haven't done that yet. AP check. I can't get the autopilot to work. So have you pressed the yaw dampener switch down the bottom here? I assume you have, Pringle. All right, they're going to go in. Cow flaps are going in. I'm going to keep going here and keep grabbing altitude. Oh, look at that. Sim's looking good. Yeah, okay. I'll let you know in a second. I'm just not going to whack it on just yet. We're going to get through these mountains here. Beautiful views. 21 in real British pounds. Yeah, it was like 43. I haven't looked at the conversion, but I think it was about 43. There's coming up to 8.5. Actually, we're going to keep climbing up to 10.5. It's a really good looking plane. Yeah. I'm liking it so far. I'm being pretty picky for what I think they could have done with it, but then obviously that would have cost more money. So there's 9.5. All right, clear these mountains. We're going to turn on the autopilot, and then we are going to turn on the flight director. The nav can go on, and where's my heading bug? There. Turn on the heading on. Okay, autopilot's not functioning either. Who's that? Jplay, thank you very much for the subscribe. Yeah, I can't get the autopilot to work either. Am I missing something? Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same, Pringles. Is anybody else having any issues with the autopilot to actually get it to work? Good morning, Shane. Hey, Mr. Steve Buzz, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. There's 10. We want to go to 10.5. Knocking around a few clouds here. There we go, there's 10.5. So I want to get it to hold altitude here. That's not even working. Doesn't even work. It must work because it's staying spot on for me, so that's working. Or is it? Or is that just the trim? Alright, let's get props in the right spot, torques in the right spot. Alright, so we're cruising for nice cruising there. Prop sync, yeah, prop sync is down, assuming it's down here. She just wants to keep flying. But yeah, I can't get the autopilot to work. So your dampener's down there, but then autopilot should be up here, but the autopilot's not flicking on. I can't get it to flick on. I wonder why. Let's quickly turn the checklist on. Cruise, power set, torque, which we've done. Cow flaps as required. Fuel crossfeed, auto feather. Yeah, we've done all that. Before landing. Yeah, okay. I might need to read a manual. If anybody can figure it out, let us know. Middle console next to the trim wheel, there is a switch to engage. Engage. Hang on, let me read that again. Middle console next to the trim wheel. There's a switch to engage. Yeah, so you mean this one here? I can't get it to engage. Are you talking that one there? Or are you talking prop sync? Prop sync is on. If you're talking about the autopilot, I can't get the autopilot to engage. Spray bus, that's all for the spray stuff. Shane, I managed to join you all, but I'm well behind. We only just took off, Bill. Well, it's flying the magenta line. See, it's not active on here either. What's this button do? No, hang on. Shane, Robbie, turn on avionics switch 1 or 2 for the auto pilot. Yeah, I did. I've turned them both on. Oh, hang on. There we go. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you very, very, very much. All right, autopilot's on, so nav can go on, and alt is engaged. There we go. Cool, 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 and cool. So we're at... There we go. All right, so I missed that. I thought that was avionics AC. That's what I thought that was for. Oh, there we go. Cool, 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 cool. Happy days. We are busting an altitude here. 4,000. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Alright, happy days. Did you get that, Pringle? Nav button. Yep. It's all been engaged now. Sweet. Cool, cool, cool. Happy days. So, it seems to be they actually in the features they said it's a realistic a realistic a realistic one pilot aircraft is basically what they've set it up for. So. Yeah, Rob, thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, yeah. Oh, guys, I've got to go and... Am I going to hit these mountains or not? I think we need to go up. Altitude off. Need to go up. Should be good. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I've just when the printers has run out of I was about to say it's run out of ink, but it's run out of filament. So some music on, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Alrighty. How are we doing? How's the plane flying? Alright. We are going to go into altitude hold from here. There we go. That should pop that down there. Cool. Cruising. Absolutely cruising. Very, very nice. Oh, we're not following the magenta line though. Nav's nodding. Alright. Let's get back onto where we need to be here. Because we've fallen off a little bit. Because you guys are all the way over there. So I'm not... Basically what I'm going to say for this aircraft, we haven't landed it yet, but what I'm going to say, it's not going to be something that goes, whoa, this is awesome. But what I'm going to say is, like, there's things they can improve on here. But for $43, you it's good value for money. You're not going to be disappointed with what you paid for it. So I think it's a great plane for the price. I would love to see... The only things that I would like to see in it is the textures better and the sound set louder for the animations of doors and stuff closing and all that sort of stuff like that. But other than that, I think it's pretty solid. Hey Connor, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. But for my first Inibuilds aircraft that I've purchased, I'm pretty happy with it. But yeah, textures can be... Like the textures on the seatbelt there's nice, but then on the buckle and stuff's a bit how you doing. So, taxi and navigation lights can go... landing lights can go off. Wonder if the de-icing on the boots actually work. Let's see the boots expanding. Don't think so. That would be cool. We could see the boot expanding there. But I'd say it's not going to. Or is it on here? I'd love it for someone when you had like windscreen alcohol that you would see the alcohol running down the windscreen and stuff. That'd be cool. Any good golf courses around at Utah? The game scenery looks sick. Yeah, it's a lovely place to fly where we just took off from. But yeah, performance-wise, it's been pretty good too. So yeah, not a bad plane from Inibuilds. Not bad. Not the best, but not bad. I should have said, whoa, that's fantastic. We might become a Inibuilds content partner, but no, I'm going to tell you guys the truth. Alright, how are we going back with our navigation? Are we getting back on track? No, we're still not back on track enough, so let's keep turning back in. Is it just me, or is the sim looking extra good today? I think the ortho where we are is looking quite good. And the outside of the aircraft looks very, very, very nice. So my settings are still the same settings I've used the past few streams. But the area where we're flying has been absolutely phenomenal. I did pick the area here because it did look like it was going to look nice. Alright, we're just doing like a 1 in 60 here. 1 in 90. And we'll get back on course. Marcus says, hello, Oz. All greetings from Sweden. Sweden. Oh, we've got Marcus Zen here. Having a great holiday here. Happy flying, and keep the fingers on the fuel cutoff switches. Oh my! It's a bit too early for that. It's a bit too early. Bit too early, my friend. Bit too early. Well, not for me. I could take a joke, but you know. So obviously we don't have any spray equipment hooked up. But it would have been nice if they didn't have this on here and they had some other panel, and if you chose the spray plain variant, then the spray panel stuff would pop up, but you know. If you guys have picked up the F406, feel free to drop in some, you know, if you like it, what would you give it out of 10 for the money that you paid for it? Just so people who are interested in getting it can get a different perspective other than what they're seeing from me. But she's definitely had a bit of a hard life, this plane. I haven't looked at any performance either, so I don't know what my approach speed should be. We're just going to wing it and see how we go. Big thank you to the guys who've done the memberships too. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. Inspector with the $5. Pringles with welcome back to the first class lounge. Guys, as I mentioned, Pringles is one of our friendly neighborhood members, but he's also just started streaming on Twitch like 2 weeks, and he's affiliate over there now, so I'll jump over there and pop in a subscribe too. No, I'm doing a shout out for you now. Inspector for the 49 months, Dave with the MJ, thank you very much for the 41 months, and Pringle for the 22 months. I need to set up a Pringle. I need to set up a thing for you, like all our other friends. So I'll do that when I get your link. I'll set you up. But I think you did like a 9-hour stream the other day too, which is insane. All right, are we getting on this magenta line? Still foggy. Mr. Mark Griffin, what's going on? 20 hours just today. Holy cow, did you do a 20-hour stream? Good morning, Mark. New Zealand to Oscar Tango Hotel. Is that Doha? Is that Doha? Yeah, Doha. Jesus. Mr. Jared, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Shit, no, he's broke my glasses. Holy cow, Pringles. You'll kill yourself. Alright, so we've got prop in green, torques in green, RPM is sitting there. Well, I'm just coasting along at the moment. We've used a little bit of fuel. Maximum extended speed is 180. I've got to remember that. Pringles gives the viewers what they want. What are you trying to say, Benny? There's no way that I'm going to do a 20-hour stream. It's not happening, and I'm not doing long hauls either. I'm sorry. If you want to go and watch someone do a long haul, go and watch Pringles. And you've got to watch the whole long haul. You can't just like drop in there and go, I want you to do a long haul and only watch it for an hour. You've got to be there for the whole shebang, you know. Els, what's about? Thanks. I'm flying over the right side of you, well, a little ahead of you. Oh, there you go. I can see you, Jared. I can see you. Let's see who's flying with us. We got Jared there. I've got Mr. Clive over there. Just Dave, Beto, Angel. Haydos is over there. Captain Coogara, Mr. Killswitch, Mr. Wellington, Mr. Cool Luke. Decker is there as well. Mr. Big Hulk Willie T. I'm not sure if Willie's actually flying with us because he's in the heli, so I don't know. Mr. Furious, Mr. Chase Taylor. Anybody else on our left-hand side? There we go. That's the posse there. So there's about 15 or so. Who just crashed? Did someone crash? All right, I'm trying to get on. What I'm going to test this actually. I'm going to change heading mode here. We're going to go in a little bit steeper. I just want to see if the nav is going to actually engage before we get to this airport. And let's look at some information about this airport. Oh, lucky. I've just flown in a restricted area. Shit. Just flew in a restricted area. Good on your Oz Flight Simmer. I've just floated a Class E. Oh no, it's Class E. No, that's fine. But I've just flown in a restricted area. Oh, I've flown from a Class E into a restricted area. Good on your Oz Flight Simmer. Why is it restricted? Fort Bridger, so a bloody army base. I'm probably flying in missile runs or something.
Hados is loving the cheat sheet you allegedly sent him at Aus Flight Simmer not.
Hados is loving the cheat sheet allegedly sent him not. Oh, Evil, you are a smarty pants. I'm going to send it to everybody. I've been busy. It's 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. Oh my god. I've got to send it to him. The question is, where have they gone? I don't even think they're in here. They're around somewhere. I appreciate it. Thank you, Evil. They're talking about the same tensions cheat sheets I was meant to send to Hados like 2 weeks ago, and I still haven't done it. 2 weeks, mate. But the plane is. Don't worry about it. I'm going to curviate them. I was waiting for William Kelly and Brett Blaze to go and our 1,000 hours. The F406 looks good, but decided to never buy an airplane again and to fly the Starship only from now on. You'll get sick of it eventually, Marcus, and you want to pick up something different. Eventually. I love my mug. We're picking up some dirt here now as well. But yeah, this is not up to the Starship quality though, Marcus. This is not even in the same category of the Starship. Obviously the Starship's a little bit more expensive than this. Jeez, we're off course. There we go. We're out of the restricted area there. Kirby ate them. No, but Kirby's been... Oh, the last week, Kirby's been... See, Kirby suffers from really bad anxiety, we found out. So she has a lot of traits for anxiety. Don't know why. Something probably to do with she was the runt of the litter. I don't know. But anyways, she likes to... When she has her anxiety, she eats things. And she's been smashing cardboard boxes up, and she's been eating boxes that I need to do unboxing videos for some flight sim gear and stuff, and she's been eating them, so I'll have to explain that in the upcoming videos that I'm filming this week. So, but yeah, she's been terrible. And then Oz Junior goes back to school tomorrow, so she'll take a while to adjust to that. Oh, it's killing me. You love your mug shot. Oh, that's nothing to be impressed about. But see, like, look at the texture here. Like, you can see it there. It's pretty low res. It just looks like the textures are just low res. No, oh, she has, Benny. Yeah, definitely one of the very high maintenance dog, but she's gotten a lot better. And then we go through like weeks where she's an absolute legend, and then you go through weeks where she's just a rat bag, and this week she's just been a rat bag. So well, this will be interesting as we approach into this place, because obviously, like I said, I've never landed this plane before, so we'll see how good she lands and how good she flies. Did these people never hear of a bucket? Well, they've done it as to be like a workhorse plane, I think, Mr. Big Hulk, and to have the wear and tear and all that sort of stuff like that. I think it's great to actually have a plane that is situated as not being like a brand new plane and sparkles all over it. I think that's great. So she likes to open boxes. She likes to open anything. Yeah. Should be easy to land. Just look at those barn doors. What are you referring to the barn doors as? Are you referring to the barn doors as the flaps? Do you have to wash the sling? Well, I don't wash the sling. They have people that wash the sling for us. So yeah. But it's still, when you wash a plane though, you're still going to have friggin' grime and oil and stuff like that on it, so. But yeah, I think the outside of the plane have done very, very well. But I guess the cool thing, you get value for money, you get 4 or 5 variants of the plane. So I think this thing's been built to be like a semi-detailed aircraft that actually works within the career mode. So, you know, the Inibuilds are going to get quite a few sales out of this now, I think. Not as many as an airliner, but when it hits the marketplace and people can use it in career mode, then they're going to get another lot of sales there, I guess, is probably what they're leaning to do. Of course, okay. Who we got sitting here flying close? Mr. Chase T. What's chasing? Is he actually in the... Hang on, I've got to get the name right in the middle. This is annoying. They need to make this scope bigger. Cool. He's actually in the Beechcraft, okay. You guys are getting more than a mug, and you just got to wait like a tiny bit longer. What are you doing, Marcus? You're on holidays, man.
How much is the black square starship? Again.
Oh, you smart ass. You smart ass. He's donated, so he wants me to fly the starship. You didn't have to do that, my friend, because I could get access to it. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. That is very, very kind. You should spend that on your holiday. Marcus, thank you very much for the $80 dono. I appreciate it. It's very, very kind. Guys, please put some emotes in there for Mr. Marcus Simmer. His holiday with Sven from Sweden. Refunders. Yeah, I'll give it back to him if he wants. There's no problem there. There we go. There we go. Put some in there. Marcus, thank you so much for that. It's very, very, very kind of you. Looks like we've got to do some Starship streams. It's been on the list. I just haven't got there because you do need a bit of time to learn it. Thank you, Marcus. Appreciate it. I don't know. What was I going to do there? Like a queen wave? I don't know what I was doing there with my hand. That's just all awkward. That's very kind, my friend. Thank you very much. Thank you for all the emotes, guys. Yeah, please give Marcus some flight simming love. Yeah, so that's the sort of difference. You're paying like 80 Australian dollars to 43, and you're getting a massive difference when it comes to a quality of planes. But yeah, I do think this is good value for money. On your checklist. What do you mean on my checklist? Elbow, wrist, wrist. What is that meant to be? Is that a Queensland? I don't even know what that is, Brett. I have no idea what that was. That was just all sorts of just awkwardness. I don't know why this is not working. Don't know why that's not working. Is it only because the VOR's not on? Why is this not lighting up either? It's interesting. I won't be back until August. Holy cow! Plenty of time to practice the Starship before stream. August? So you're away for another couple of weeks yet? Like the start of August? Mid-August? That sort of thing only goes on in Tassie, yeah. Yeah. Actually, I saw a lot of Brett's cousins today. I saw a lot of Tassie tigers today at the zoo. Brett and the family. Right, is this actually going to pick up? This is what I'm watching. Gonna see if we make a turn as we get to this creek river just here. We should make a bit of a turn, so I want to set the autopilot. Early August, okay. Are you still coming back to Australia in summer though? Okay. I don't think it's going to switch over to the nav. Might. I hope so. Okay. It's going to turn. I don't know. I don't think it's going to. Do we have any cold coffee left? No. But thank you, Marcus. I appreciate it. It's very, very kind. Thank you, guys. Thank you to everybody that's done a dono or a re-membership. it's not switching over. All right, what am I doing wrong? Why is it not engaging? What don't I have switched on? This looks like a love child of a Cessna 404, a Titan, and a King Air. Yeah. So I don't have any of these lit up either. So something's not 100% working there. What else are we missing here? Neutral separated bypass fuel. Something weird's not 100%. It's only the heading that's working. Yeah, it could be buggy. But something 100%'s not working. It's not going to fly the magenta line. I do remember Murph was saying that the autopilot was not 100% working. So that's what he could have meant by that. Which you wouldn't think they would have released it, but... Alright, we need to start descending down. So we're going to use the trim to go down. Turn that off there. Yeah, but I took the heading off, and it still wouldn't do it when I was actually flying close to it. But normally it should do, if you've got nav on heading on, once it actually picks up the magenta line, it should drop the heading off, and it didn't do it. So, anywho, I'll have a bit of a play around with that later. But our first stop's coming up here. Flight Director, I was playing around with that before as well. We'll see if we can get it to pick up the magenta line when we'll go to the next airport. See if it's me stuffing it up. Alright, let's get some weather for this airport. We are flying to, where are we flying to? A Kilo Romeo Kilo Sierra. Kilo Romeo Kilo Sierra. Let's see if we can get what's happening with the airport here as we descend down. Alright, we are going to go runway 9, everybody. Runway 9, which is, should be this guy here is what we're going to do. I don't know what the airport altitude is. Anybody know what the actual airport altitude is? Yeah, I understand that, Mr. Virtual Skies, but we did that before and it didn't work. Alright, we are going to turn the autopilot off, leave the yaw dampener on, and we are going to descend here on the non-active side a little bit. We're going to do a little bit of circle work. Now 124.35. 124.35. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? 35. Switch that over there. Southwest Wyoming Regional is where we're at. 6749. Okay, appreciate it. So that's going to make it 73 for. Hang on. 778. 82. 82. Make sure we're not flying in these clouds. There we go. How are the views down here though is phenomenal. Just drop the pitch. Slow down here a little bit. Cow flap's going to open them up. There we go. Cow flaps are open. We are diving down now. That's why our speed's so big. Holy cow. Thank you, Clive. I appreciate that. There's 9. She hands flies really nice. So that's good. So if you're on like Xbox and you only had a controller, this thing would still fly alright. Oh, I've actually flown. Oh no, we're good. Hey, Gav, what's going on, legend? Welcome to the stream. First notch flaps. Gonna get ready. Just gonna trim. Get ready for some circuit speeds. Don't mention Xbox, it's a nightmare. Yeah, I know. I know. I know what the state of the sim is. Let's get some sounds going. Oh, the egg box. Ooh, virtual skies. Virtual skies. It's fighting words. Fighting words. Where is the airport here? Is that there? Is that there? Oh, it's over there. And what runway we're landing? Runway 9. Southwest Wyoming regional traffic. This is Caravan 27766 entering the crosswind for runway 9. Caravan 27766. This is such a good stream. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. There's no one here. Wasn't it 12? Oh, it's 85. What did I got it on? 35. 124.35. Why is it saying on 124? Oh, on the right CTAF frequency. Thank you, sir. Right. Clear center. Does the autopilot work? It does, Mr. CT. If someone could help him out and explain, because I'm actually in the circuit. The right clear center. But I can show you when I get on the ground unless someone wants to let you know. It does. Alrighty. Brakes are off. Undercarriage is down. Fuel pumps are on. Switches are on. Guys are on. Lights are on. And we're all locked in. Flaps 2. Southwest Wyoming Regional Caravan 27766 turning base for runway 9 number 1. Southwest Wyoming traffic. Right, it's going to be a quick flaps all the way down. Quick turn in here. We keep it above the blue line. Down, we're about 800. That's where we sort of want to be. Stay over these mountains here a little bit. Keep it above the blue line. Just under it. We're going to have to catch up, straighten up here. We left our turn wasn't sharp enough for the space we gave ourselves. Did I say full stop? Because we are doing full stop. It's down. This will be a long landing. There, but that's right. That's the first landing. She hand flies good. Do we have beta in this? I'm not sure if we've got a beta in here. I'll have to have a look. Gears going up. Clear all runways up here. Combat landing. Brace. Wasn't that bad. Does this have a beta? Reverses. It does. All right. Hang on. Let's check the reverses. It does. There we go. So we'll use those next time. First landing, that's not too bad. All right, we're going to taxi back down to the hangars. We're going to keep the engines running. We're going to do a quick coffee run. And then we're going to go to the next destination. But yeah, impressive. It's not too bad. I think it's definitely value for money. Not the best airplane in the world, but it's definitely good value for money. If you went and purchased it, you wouldn't be disappointed with what you're paying for. Southwest Wyoming Regional, this is Caravan 27766, clear of all runways at, I think it was Charlie, taxiing back to the hangars. Hey, Mr. Pilot Rick, what's going on, legend? Welcome to the stream. G'day, g'day, g'day. But yeah, she taxis great. She hand flies great. She flies great. Just really my only things is textures and some of the sounds, which is interesting because the sounds were done by Echo 19, I believe. But I just want to see more animation sounds. Mike Schmicko says, good night. Have a great rest of your flight. Hey, Schmicko, thank you very much, mate. Cheers. Have an awesome week. We'll be back on Tuesday. We'll be back to, I know I was off a couple of days this week for different sort of family things and me hurting my neck, but we'll be back to first stream back is Tuesday after tonight, so we may even get 5 streams in next week. We might get a trucking stream in too. We'll see what happens. Oh, let's do shit. Good job on Flight Simmer. Good job. Good job. Wyoming, Southwest Wyoming Regional. This is Caravan 2 crossing runway 3. Wyoming Southern Regional traffic. Pilot deviation, yeah, nothing like dropping off the runway. That was more runway the other side. That one. Wellington. Haydos is over there. I think everyone's parked over here, so we'll go where the majority is, since we've got a taxi down this way. Centerline is a suggestion. It's only a suggestion. I'm not doing a very, very good job at the centerline today. This thing can taxi quick, so I basically got it in a feather position at the moment. But it's always hard to taxi when you're streaming and on an outside view, that's for sure. Is that a DC-3 over there? Someone got a DC-3? Was being depicted as a DC-3? That's Mr. Durker in a DC-3. Nice. So if you need to go and have a quick toilet break, now is the time. We're just going to go and get some caffeine. Tower's calling. Tower's been calling the whole stream. But we'll actually rock proper seeing tensions on this next flight, as I mentioned before. But I'm going to keep the engines running. We've still got just under 12,000 pounds. So that flight there, we burned about 4,000 pounds. A number for me to take down. Actually, saying tensions does that to you as well. I've had it tell me I've got a number I need to take. What's our battery doing over here? Battery's good. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, we've just got to work out this autopilot. I think it's bugged. She looks like a big heavy plane, doesn't she? Right. We are going to rocket here. Alright, parking brake is going to go on. Let's bring back the pitch. And we're just going to leave it sitting here for a bit. Alright guys, I'm going to be back in a few minutes. You'll feel... the 441, you mean the one for Milvers? Or is that the other one? There's a few in this area. There's probably about 4 or 5 in this area of aircraft. But I hope you're doing well, Mr. Badger. Alright guys, we'll be back in a minute. We are going to the next destination, which is going to be Kilo Lima November Delta, and then we'll be going over to Jackson Hole as well. So nice. All right, back soon, everyone.
There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games, no. There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games, no. There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games, no. There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want.
I got blood on my hands right now, and I'm stumbling through the dark in the dawn. I have found new ways, but no, I can't be the one that you need. Yeah, you know what I've done in the past. Still you say you and I, we can last. I have found new ways, but no, can I be the one that you need? Then I changed my mind. Maybe we got time to make this right. Can I be the one that you need? Maybe if I change the way I love it, maybe if I try to fix this heart, then I could have stayed the night, I could have called you mine. I can't be the one that you need. Maybe if I change the way I love it, maybe if I try to fix this heart, then I could have stayed the night, I could have called you mine. Can I be the one that you need? Maybe if I change the way I love it, maybe if I try to fix this heart, then I could have stayed the night, I could have called you mine. Can I be the one that you need? I got blood on my hands right now, and I'm stumbling through the dark in the dawn. I have found new ways, but no, I can't be the one that you need. Yeah, you know what I've done in the past. Still you say you and I, we can last. I have found new ways, but no, can I be the one that you need? Then I changed my mind. Maybe we got time to make this right. Can I be the one that you need? Maybe if I change the way I love it, maybe if I try to fix this heart, then I could have stayed the night, I could have called you mine. I can't be the one that you need. Maybe if I change the way I love it, maybe if I try to fix this heart, then I could have stayed the night, I could have called you mine. Can I be the one that you need? Maybe if I change the way I love it, maybe if I try to fix this heart, then I could have stayed the night, I could have called you mine. Can I be the one that
Alrighty. We're still talking about shout-outs. Still talking about shout-outs. Holy cow. Alright. Let's have a look, shall we? Kilo Lima November Delta. So let's plug this in here. Let's use a little keyboard. Kilo Lima November Delta. Huntfield in Wyoming, Lander, Wyoming. Huntfield. I think it's a little field. It's not what I want. It's not what I want. No, it doesn't have it on this Garmin 430. Maybe it's only 530 that has. Normally you click over here, it has what I want. Anywho. I got to get up to 100 hours in what? This would be a good plane for things like on air and all that sort of stuff, I reckon. Alright. Cal flaps are done. Brakes are off. We're going to be going to there. Alright, let's do a bit of say intentions on this flight here, shall we? Southern Regional. Alright, we've got a... What do we got here? We've got a CTR. There's a ramp. AWS CTAF. SkyOps is that. Radio check is that. 124.35. Oops. I do like the radio clicks on this one and the feel of it, which is better than a lot of other places. 24.35, which is giving me... Yeah, that's interesting. 24.35. Southwest Wyoming traffic, this is Caravan 27766, taxiing to runway 9, Wyoming traffic. Let's see if he's going to give me something here, or I'll just C-tap it. Hey, how's the F406? Would you recommend it? Mr. Reflex, no one's listening in 124.85. Why? I'm not on 24.85. Is the radio bombed in this thing? So I'm 124.35. Is the radio's bugged on this thing? It's good value for money, Mr. Reflex. I would recommend it for a value money aircraft. So, yeah. A reboot? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to mess around with it anyway. I'm just going to... Even the CTAF is 122.80, so I'm just going to do a CTAF call out of here then. Because it's not grabbing it. I don't know if it's a say intentions thing or not. Haydos, are you on the radios today? Willie, are you on the radios? Because that's coming up as blank. It's actually not coming up, so maybe they've got the wrong frequency in there. Southwest Wyoming traffic, this is Caravan 27766, white and blue. We are taxiing to runway 9, Southwest Wyoming traffic. Yoke, he's getting jiggy with it. Yeah, it's because I've got it turned up on the vibrations for a prop aircraft, not a turboprop. Hence the reason why I've turned it off and not really got it sitting on the pilot view. Right, runway 9 is this guy down here. But yeah, I think it's good value for money. It's not like the, the top-notch aircraft, but it is definitely good value for money. I think it's got a few bugs in it, but nothing that would be a massive problem. And she looks nice too. Taxi's nice, fly's nice, hand fly's nice. Textures are a bit how you're doing in the cockpit, closer up. And the sounds on the animations need to be improved. Like, we actually need to be able to hear them. Other than that, it's not too bad. There's Willie still trucking in. It's not a just plane, yeah. But do you know what though? I want to see Just Flight do a plane like this though. I think it's cool that they're doing the Learjet and they're doing something new. So they've got the Fokker F70, F100, they've got the A300 B4, and they got the Learjet. So all different types of planes, right? But I would like to see him do something like this. Maybe like a Piper twin or something like that, considering they've done the Piper aircraft. Perhaps you have the wrong frequency for the radio? No, I don't. Not according to, say, intentions. So if I show you here, so we went to go on control before, and it was saying 124.35. So we go on 124.35, and it's saying there's no one there. So where we are here, it's actually saying we need to be on 124.35 or the ramp. So, not the incorrect one for what it's saying. Oh, we've got a lineup here. I'm off. Night, Beto. Catch you later, my friend. Take care. Hope you like the F406. Have a good one. I reckon you'll probably get your new controls on Monday or Tuesday, so... It's alright, I'll try to call a flight following in the air. There's Hados entering. Jesus, Mr. Kill Switch. Yeah, got to stay in the box for at least a month, though. Oh, man, I shouldn't have been in a rush. It took me like 2 days to get him to you because of the box thing. Man, I should have, Anywho. Well, Hados has got... You watch him. He's going to lawn dart it. This guy lawn darts a plane like I've never seen anybody else lawn dart a plane except for Maple. You watch him. He's probably going to lawn dart it. Oh. No lawn darting for Hados today. There we go. Look at him go. Assuming he takes off. Yeah. Pilot Rick Maple gets as much trash over here. He actually probably gets more trash here than what he does get over in Darren's streams. I think he found Darren through us anyway, so... But yes, we like to give him some grief. Alrighty. Landing lights can go on. Taxi lights will go off. I think I'm going to leave everything else where it is. It's pretty close, Shane. Maple gets it everywhere. Yeah. Alright, propeller auto fan. Boost pumps are still on. Probably, I'm not going to run. Should I run the inertial separator? Holy cow, there's Willie in the helicopter. He made it. Willie, we're just leaving. He's been helicoptering all the way, my friend. We are just leaving. Southern Wyoming regional traffic. This is Caravan 2 entering, lining up runway 9. So mean. After all the work to get there. Oh, he's alright. He's already turned. Willie's already off. He's already off. Or is he landing? Clear right. There's Clive up here too. Alright, hang on. Just give me a sec here because I need to see which way I'm actually leaving this airport. We are going to be leaving on the crosswind. Alright, I'm going to depart on the crosswind. Southwest Wyoming Regional Caravan 2, blue and white. We're rolling runway 9. We'll be departing the aerodrome on the crosswind. On climb to 8,500 feet, tracking Hunt. Caravan 2. Jesus Christ. Let's not talk on the radios anymore. I reinstalled P3D on my PC, just curious to see what changed. Holy cow. Engine killed during takeoff. What I do find with this aircraft though, if you do, even though it looks like we're taking off with a tailwind, I'm finding that it's crashing the sim when I go back to the main menu. Alright, we're going to be pushing her a little bit harder this time. She wants to fly. Not too bad considering this is 7,500 feet takeoff. There you go, there's the blue line. Not too bad. Performance on the turbo is pretty nice. Alright, gears going up. I am liking the plane though. I am liking the plane. Flaps going up. Left, center, right. Right, center, left, I mean. I think the crash on returning to the menu is a Microsoft Flight Sim. It's happened to me in various aircraft. Roger, okay. Because I only sort of saw it. Maybe they've done something on the server side. This thing, it just is a beast. She just wants to fly. Hey, Mr. Sean, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. G'day, g'day, g'day. Look at that. Took off at like 7,500. You just woke up. Holy cow. Which part of the world are you from? If you're America, I could understand, but if you're in like Europe, you're having a sleeping. Alright, we're going to get through these clouds. Southwest Wyoming traffic, this is Caravan 2, blue and white. Last call, tracking to Hunt Valley, 10,000 on climb to 12,500. Wyoming traffic, last call. Prop sync, I think I already left the prop sync on actually. It's 11. She just wants to fly. Look at this. We're doing 2,000 on the VS. Hurricane season is still happening for me. So what does that mean? You sleep in because you got to stay up in the night time? Is that what that means? You got to do like night shift? Shit, we're at 2,000 already. Alright, let's get the... they can go in. Autopilot can go on. That can go on. Let's go straight to nav and see if the nav's actually going to work. us back in there. I just don't think the actual magenta line's getting followed. Same thing as before. Torque's okay. Prop, we need to get that into the green. And hopefully it's going to pick it up, but I just don't think it will. This thing pulls. Oh man, this thing, she loves to fly. I'm enjoying flying it, that's for sure. That can go off. What else we want? Prop, which we already had on before. Pitot stakes on there. Fuel pumps. What's my fuel pumps? Where are they? They're on normal. Actually going to turn the pumps off. I don't know if you actually turn them off in cruise. But yeah. Yeah, so the autopilot for nav is buggered. It doesn't work unless I'm doing it wrong with this plane. Flight directive is already on. It's seriously not working. I'll have a bit of a read of the manual tomorrow. Don't tell anybody and see if I can figure it out. Do I use any racing simulators? I have in the past because I'm a massive racing person, Mr. Mark Griffin, but we are just about to get back into a bit of that sort of stuff. So we're going to get back into some truck simming soon. So I got a new Moser trucking kit and I'm just waiting on the shifter for the RB9 before we start that. But it's been delayed, so we might have to start it without it. I don't know, we'll see, but yes. We are going to do a bit of that, and I'll probably do some racing stuff as well eventually, but we're just busy with stuff. Was a race simmer? No, I don't think so. It'd just be nice to do something a little bit different, and I used to stream it back in the day as well, but not for a long time. Which truck sim are you going to do? It'll be ATS to start off with, Mr. Kookaburra, ATS. I've got ETS, but I think it will just be ATS. I like the American trucks more than the European trucks, but I don't know which one's the best sim to be in. Is it ETS or ATS these days? Probably, I sort of leaned towards ATS when I last used it. Start with an auto gearbox truck. Most of the new ones are auto already. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because I don't know when the shifter's going to arrive. It was meant to be only a few days behind, so maybe it might arrive Monday, Tuesday. We'll find out. ETS might cost a little more on the DLC to catch up. Oz, where are you going? Pringle, we are going to... where are we going? Kilo Lima November Delta. Kilo Lima November Delta. Kilo Lima November Delta. Yeah, that's where we're going, Pringles. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a bunch of DLC, but I need to see how much I need to get. I think a bunch of it was on sale recently and I missed it all. Like, I've got a bunch, but it's been a couple of years, so I reckon there's a fair bit missing. I need to jump on Steam and have a look. To next sale. It goes on sale quite frequently, doesn't it? So yeah, I've got to have a look at it all. I haven't set anything up. I've just got the gear. So I have 100 hours in Truck Sim. Haven't touched them for 2 years or so. Yeah, I've been the same. It's been a while. I think last time I used it, I just messed around with an Xbox controller just to get like a bit of a truck simming hit. Best way to buy them, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, Brett. I'm not a newbie to truck sim by any way, but I'm fairly out of date. But I'd be nowhere up to the knowledge of what you have, that's for sure. And I'll probably do some truck simming FS mods projects as well as I get into it, so might make some button boxes or something just for some projects to film. I don't have them all. I didn't have the one that came out last Thursday. What was the one that came out last Thursday? Was that what state was that? Where's Pringles? Where are you going, Pringles? Iowa. Yeah. I think I'll get Iowa though. Going around the cornfields. Yeehaw! Yeah, I see ya. I see you, sir. I know because, hey, Pringles, have you got the track to work? Can you get the magenta to follow the magenta line, or are you still on heading mode? Heading only. Okay, so you can't get it to work either. I reckon if Pringles can't get it to work, it's a bug. Because Pringles is a real-world pilot, and he's got way more real-world experience than me in multiple aircraft, so that won't work. So I'm going off Pringles saying, plus Murphy said it was a bit butchered the other day, so they haven't fixed it. Hey, yes, I am, but you're way more experienced than me, sir. I'm actually surprised when Murph streamed it the other day. There's a current sale on now for ATS States DLC 718, 60% off. When's the sale running out, Brett? I see Pringles slammed the A350 the other day. Did he, Benny? Nice. Very, very cool. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. I've lost it. Oh, yeah. I'm surprised. Like, Murph streamed it the other day on pre-release, this aircraft, and he had 22 lines of things that needed to be fixed, and I was like, I don't think this thing's going to release this weekend. I think he streamed it like Monday, Tuesday, and I'm thinking it's going to be at least a couple of weeks, and I'm surprised it released this week. Landing rate around 9301. If it was a landing rate around 9301, everybody would have been completely kaput. 24th of July. Oh, nice. Perfect timing. Is ATS is a racing software program? No, Mark. It's American Truck Sim. American Truck Sim. Sorry, crash rate. What was his actual rate? If he's got VODs, I could go back and just watch the landing, you know. This wasn't on the long haul, was it? This wasn't on the long haul flight, was it? That would be disappointing to fly all those hours there and then you absolutely smashed it. I'd hate to that happen, especially on stream. That'd be embarrassing. Some of the recent states are only 10% off. Some are 30. It can cost a bit more than full price. See, the thing is, that's pretty cheap when it comes to DLC. Think Truck Sim, what the? Think about how much it costs for a DLC, like a plane, for instance. This cost me $43. It's crazy. Or an airport's $43, and it's the whole state. Yeah, it's value for money. So happy to fly into QNS and twin in a 777 into the mountains again. That was old. That was so old, Pringle. That was so old. That was like 2021. That was still in COVID time, my friend. Hey, Clive, thank you so much. Yeah, we're talking about ATS. Clive,
I am following you flight plan. 30 miles to go to the airport.
Where is he? Where is he? There he is. There's Clive over there. Clive, thank you so much. I appreciate it. That is very, very kind. Each and every Sunday. I think Clive is super close for being our top donator for the whole Oz Flight Simmer crew. So thank you very much, Clive. I appreciate it. Legend. Thank you so much. If I get 1 hour's worth spent, then I feel like I've got my money's worth, like in Flight Sim. Yeah, it can be. It can be. But thank you, Clive. Guys, please pop some emotes in there for Clive. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much for the couple of donos we've had tonight. It helps out a lot to, you know, buy things like this and stuff like that for the streams and videos. So thank you so much to everybody. I appreciate it. Thank you, Legend. Thank you, Clive. I'm interested to know that where Clive comes up with the 4111. I think he's just doing £20, Benny. I think it's £20, and it just does whatever rate. All current DLC is 207 AUD. Yeah, well, I've got some. I just don't know what I've got. I just don't know what I've got. I have to go and have a look. Yeah, it just does a convert. Clive's 22 miles now. I'm not in VFR at the moment. We're at IFR at the moment. These mountains are getting higher and higher and higher. 237 for ETS, 2 at the mate for the sale price. So good sale time. Yeah, I'll have a look. I just don't know how much I've got. It's been that long. Like your paycheck at is yen, so it looks higher than the invoice. Yes. Yeah. Or rupees. Rupees always looks good. 1 million rupees for a barrel roll. I have no idea what that is. Hang on. Let's find out. Let's find out. How many... Sorry. Oh, no. Just stop recording. What is the conversion rate in Australian dollars for 1 million rupees? Holy cow. $17,717. I'd do that for a barrel roll. We're racing Clive now. Prefer your dollary dues. Let's see what it tells me. Hang on. If I had 100 at dollary dues, what's the conversion rate to Australian dollars? It's just giving me US conversion rates now because it doesn't know what the dollary dues are. I'm surprised. Normally she reads it out to me. She's not reading it out. I don't know why. There we go. There's Wellington over there. All right, let's get a... what are we going? KLND. Let's get a weather report for there. So I'm using real-world weather reporting. Huntfield, we've got 3 knots of wind at 80, so we're going to be landing on runway 04 with a crosswind. Okay. And 319 is the Barrow. Where's the Barrow knob on this thing? Here we go. She's off the clock. She said, no, she didn't say anything, but it still come up with what it was. Who are you talking to? I'm talking to Google. I have a Google phone. These things are awesome. This is not the latest Google phone. This is the year before. But yeah, Google phones are awesome. Are you live weather? I'm live weather, but I've changed the time. But I'm actually looking at this thing here. If you want to, like, this is great for flight simming, this website here. Right, music can go off. Some sounds can come back on. We are just about there. So we're going to have a bit of a look, see what we're going to do here. Hoping we're talking about AI. I finally joined and finally joined the future. Don't worry, I use a bit of AI. I just don't use... I'm just not keen for AI videos about Oz Flight Simmer that keep popping in the bloody Discord every 5 minutes. You know what I mean? What time? It's 9:47. Where's this airport? There it is there. Oh, it's a beautiful little airport there. You play on PC, yes. Gav says that one is great because half the time it gives you the correct departure in the sim. That's something, yeah, completely different, yeah. Yeah, it's a great little website. $122.80 is the CTAF. It's only CTAF here. It's all E-class by the looks of it. I'm just going to get around these clouds. How pretty is this place? Ados is coming in. Clive's coming in. Just going to dance around these clouds a little bit. Is the game in local time? No. It probably could be now, though. Real time? Oh, there we go. Nighttime lights. There we go. I need to turn on the lights here, but I don't know where the lights are. Light panels on. Hados is going around by the looks of it. You better not get in my way, sunshine, like you always do. We'll do another full stop here, just to let anybody catch up. And then we've got the final leg to Jackson Hall. He's turning around. Huntfield traffic, Caravan 2, blue and white. We're entering cross we're entering Crossfield runway 404. Huntfield traffic. He's clutter. He is. And then I've got Pringle. Pringle's. We're going to have a head-on collision here. See, this is why you do this sort of coming into the airport here, because I can see what's actually going on, and then I can see who's coming in and who's lining up. So Pringle's going a different direction. I think he feels he should be doing something else. All right, let's do a notch of flaps already. Clear right, clear center, clear left. Is high off Red Bull? Maybe. See, the Lokes pick come up all up, which is interesting. Let's come alive. Where's Pringles? Oh, okay. Pringles was descending on the non-active side by the looks of it. Alright, brakes are off, undercarriage is down, mixtures, magneto, CDIs run, fuel pumps are on. Is that my fuel pumps? No, that's fuel heaters. Shit. Where's the fuel pumps? Fuel pumps, fuel pumps, fuel pumps, fuel pumps are on. Switch is good. And we're all butted up. Another notch flaps. Gears are down. No, I didn't put the gears down. Gears going down now. Clear right, clear left. Hunt Valley traffic, this is Caravan 2, 7766, turning base, runway 04, full stop landing. Number 2, Hunt Field traffic. Is Hados already down? Where's Pringles? Pringles is coming down that way. I don't know where Hados is. I think we're lower than him. Where's Hados? Oh, he's over there. He's just doing touch and goes. Okay. See, we do a better landing than what we did last time. How beautiful is the sim? Better line up this time. Still need to get it better though. Shit, losing power. Oh no, that was bad. Okay, I needed probably another notch of flaps. I need to read the performance chart for the plane. There's Mr. Pringles. smack. Better landing this time, not achieved. No. She can. You think it's going to have more ground effect than the ground effect than it actually has, if you get what I'm thinking. Mind you, though, the altitude of this airport is 6,000 feet too. Shit, what's going on here? Okay. Huntfield Caravan 27766 is clear of all runways, backtracking to the hangars. Taxi into the hangars, I should say. Huntfield traffic. Maybe it needs to come in a rocket. Yeah, I don't know. I need to have a read of the performance charts. I'm not sure if they're on this guy, though. Let me just see if we can... Options. Okay, you can change it to the PMS. Sim brief I actually haven't put in there. I don't know. I can't do this because I've got a headache, but I need to read it like this. Ground. Okay, there you've got all your bits and pieces. I didn't look at this before. Interior, storm. Okay. Cabin lights. Turn some cabin lights on. So I didn't go through this before because I haven't actually looked at that. And then home. Checklists. I don't think checklist will have performance in here. Oh, there we go. We've got night. Has it got speeds? Is that balked landing? Is that what it says? I can't read it. Gear before... Yeah, it doesn't have any speeds. Needs an option to turn that shake off. I could actually turn it off with the stick. But then I don't get the feedback through it, so... Moser needs to do another update, to be honest. Alright, flaps going up. Can you put that on your thigh? I don't know. Alright, so the next airport, which we're going to, Jackson Hole. Hopefully I've got Jackson Hole scenery. Have you got a Nintendo Switch 2? I don't, no. My son has a normal Nintendo Switch, but not a number 2. Not really into Nintendo games myself. I was when I was a kid. Early teenage years playing the old Zelda and things like that, but that's because that's all we had, but not anymore. Actually, I'm just going to keep tracking down. Tennessee Flight Simulation. What's going on, sir? Welcome to the stream. Big thank you to everybody for hanging out with us tonight as we're watching the checking out the F406 from Inibuilds. The Pappy lights are over the taxiway. That's always good. That's what you want. That's really what you want. They need to open up the world hub and let people fix the airports. They do. Because that probably looks like where the pappy lights are actually meant to be. Is there. Not there, and there. Sorry, Mr. Kill Switch. Oh, we've got a race. Look at the kids. Look at the children racing. But yeah, it's definitely value for money. That's for sure. Not sure what's going on with my plane, but I switched back to and got my F4 Phantom. Oh, there we go. The old F4 Phantom. The F4 Phantom took down Dougie Masters in Iron Eagle 2. Tell you what, never ever got over it. Pringle's obviously got the, he must have looked at the flag and landed on the correct, because the sim's saying something different than what the real world is, but anywho. Yeah, you flew over and looked at the flag, yeah. See? I could tell. I didn't. I'm just not visually looking what's happening at the airport like a good little pilot. Oh, Mr. Furious, I'm actually going down there, sir. So you're welcome to go down there, but I need to get my plane organised. Look how bigger this thing is than a Cessna. But you can come down here too. I'm just going to program this thing here for Jackson. Sorry, Miss Jackson. KJAC. No. Alright, I'm going to activate you, but that's not where we're flying. Let's enter and activate. How far is this one away? Oh, I think it's a little bit of a hike. Cool. Let's go over here. Oh, I don't even have taxis on. There we go. It's a bit like me. Every time I buy a con sale, I just use it for a short time, then end up going back to PC, so I won't be going to cons. Oh, yeah, anytime soon. Yeah. Well, I only got an Xbox to do Microsoft stuff for Flight Sim, but I never did it because it hasn't been great on Xbox. So PC is the ultimate race these days. Look at all you guys waiting. (122.8). Huntsville traffic. This is as Caravan Cessna 2 7766 entry lining up runway 4. Huntsville traffic, Cessna Caravan 2 is rolling and will be departing on the crosswind leg on climb to 12,500. Hey, Mr. Fly the Noob, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. G'day, sir. We need to turn some lights on in the plane, though. Monoing all the way up. Pringles looks like he's slewing, just saying. Are you slewing, sir? He is. I have no idea what he's doing there, but it didn't look good. Yes, we need lights. Yeah, I need to turn some lights on in the cockpit. I've just got to find them once we get into cruise. Look at this. She's a rocket ship. Like, look at that. We are 3,000 and we're holding steady at 130, climbing like a bat at owl. Clear right, clear center kill. Look at the bitch. She's a rocket ship. And we weren't even full throttle. We're close. Huntville traffic, Cessna Caravan 27766. Last call. We are on climb to the moon. Last call, Huntville traffic. A lot of fun. Left wall? What do you mean left wall? Over the clouds already? Holy cow. Look at that. Absolute beauty. It's on the left wall. Oh, I think he's referring to over here. I'll have a look at it in a sec. Thank you, Evil. I think that's what he's referring to. Use a bit of LPAT here. Alrighty. Put a pilot on. And oh, probably not too much there. That'll do. There we go. Alright, torque. We'll increase the torque a little bit. And prop can go up just a smidgen. There we go. Row of the switches underneath the left window. Row of the switches. Ah, here they are here. Here they are here. Light sensitivity. I put it on tonight though. Hang on, let's mess around with this for a quick sec. See, nothing's there. How come we've got... Oh, there's a little bit. Okay, there's not much light actually happening here, is it? So I had the lights on pretty much the whole time. There's not too much. It's just lights on the actual needles themselves. Yeah. Okay. Then I turned cabin lightage on before. What do we got here? Have we got some stuff here we can play around with? Dimming switches. There we go. Gave us a little bit more. We've got the cabin lightage on. Holy cow, the sim looks awesome. Pity we've got to go back to normal time. Shit, that's bright now. Yeah, it doesn't light too well, does it? But that's the plane, I guess. Alright, we're at 12,000. We're flying to Jackson Hole. We might need to increase our altitude. go up a little bit. What we got left? We've got Mr. Flyboys at Furious 7. I think we've got Haydos and Pringles there flying together. Captain Taxi's there. Captain Kookaburra there. Mr. Decker's there. Mr. Cool Luke. On the right-hand side, we've got... Oh, no, there's Pringles over there. So not sure what Haydos is doing. Mr. Killswitch, Clive, and Jared. And no one... Oh, Mr. Willie T in the helicopter. And Kanga leading up the front there. So... The Just Fly Arrow has better lighting, just saying. Oh, look at that down there. How cool is the scenery around here? Isn't this where they find, this part of the world where they find all the bloody dinosaur bones? I used to watch a show where all the farmers make more money from finding dinosaur bones than cattle on their ranch or something. IMX Rain, welcome to the stream. But look at that. That's insane views. Sim is looking great. We haven't done this view yet. This is the last leg we're doing tonight. I need to get my beauty sleep, and lots of it. All right. Where we're flying to? We're flying to Jackson Hole. We need to actually climb up more. We're not gonna... Oh, we might too. We might do. We might just scrape past. But we might pitch up a little bit more here. But she can handle it. Yeah, we're flying to Jackson Hole. We just... I think this is a 4-leg trip we've done, or 3-leg trip. There's some snow up here in summertime. That's interesting. Would there normally be snow up this part of the world in summertime, up in these peaks though? We are at climbing up to 13,000 though, so maybe up into the Teutons, I think it's the Teutons. Yeah, it could be. Okay. Because this is where they come and do skiing up this way too, don't they? I wish the emergency worked. Like that button doesn't even work. Gear select down, gear systems, CB pull, and then I don't know what T handle, pull the T handle. But I wish that was modeled. Maximum gear retraction operating speeds 135 KS equipped with cargo pod. Oh, that's when you got the cargo pod. And that's the other thing I think they should have done is made sure they had like separate cockpits for the different versions of the aircraft. So obviously they got the spray version not having this panel there, have something else there and so forth. All right, we're going to do altitude hold at 14. Oil pressure's good. Fuel quantity, still got 6,000 pounds for this trip. Prop, we need to increase our prop into the green. Okay, props up, torques up. So, Mr. Pringles, turn right? Yeah. I need to go a bit right, don't I? There we go. Oh, look at that. So, what do you think of the F406? What's your opinion on it? The SI servers just fell over. Someone in Discord is on it. The SI servers. The Sane Tension servers. Oh, I'm just going to quit Sane Tensions because it's been doing funny stuff today. So I'm just going to quit it. Sorry, everybody. Just blow out all your eardrums. Holy cow. I'm awake now. Yeah, sorry about that. I still haven't figured that out yet. It just come back, yeah. It's been, I don't know if it's the plane or the Sane Tension server, but it's been saying that I'm not on the wrong, I've been on the wrong frequency. I've got a funny feeling I think it's this. So it'll be interesting to see. It's, I don't know, Inibuilds seem to release their planes and aircraft and then they've just got to patch the hell out of it. They've always been the same. Even with the airports, when they release their airports, they're not very optimized and then they've got to release patches for them. Like, they get the work done, to be honest, but they never, like, their aircraft don't release like a PMDG or a Just Flight aircraft, that's for sure. 406 for me has too much aggressive pitch control for the landing. Okay, so it's not just me. I make a small notice with the whole plane shoots in the air. I'm underwhelmed and understand that it's 40, but it's really, but I was really looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm not happy with too much not working. Yeah. Get it out of there, make some more money, and then they'll fix it, and the companies work like that. Yeah, maybe. So I think it's still good value for money, but I'm sort of like Pringles. It does need it needs some patching work. So having the autopilot not working, obviously I thought it was my flying, but Pringles is having the same issue with me with the landing. The takeoffs are fine on it. So I'm sure they'll have a patch for it soon, but I don't know. I think it's good value for money. I don't think it's the best plane out there, though. But I think Murph was right on with how many things he was saying that needed to be worked on it. I have ditched it tonight for the PC-12. The landings were rough. Ah, okay. Well, we'll see how I go in Jackson Hole. I'm going to... Pringle, does it feel like to you it's got no ground... what am I trying to say? I've got a memory fart here. Black Square Turbine Duke, I know, but I don't have it in the sim. I want it to be native in the sim. The Black Square Turbine, or I want the Black Square. The Piston Duke's my favorite. Ground effect, yeah, it feels like zero ground effect, yeah. Yeah, okay. So it's not just me. Pringle's thinking the same thing. But it's definitely got, what's the word that I'm thinking of? Hey, Captain Rugby, catch you later. It's definitely got promise, that's for sure. So am I pissed off that I paid $43 for it? No, not at all. I still think it's value for money, and I'm pretty confident some of these things will get done in the patch. Just flew out of Jackson Hole yesterday into Minneapolis in an A319. That, J-Rush, that would be a potential. Yes, exactly right, Brett. That would have been a great flight. Like, look at this. The scenery here is amazing. Look at this. I just can't see it. Hang on. I'm going to have to... I want to change the... just so we can see it. There we go. Even though the ortho's not that detailed though. That could be my settings though. I'll switch back to real time soon. I think it's the dynamic scenery that's doing a lot of this too. Because it looks better here. Oh, it might be... Because that looks better than that. Now I can't see because it's got freaking clouds everywhere. Isn't there an add-on for realistic wing flexing? It depends on the developer. So there's not one that does it. But the developers can obviously put it in. So some aircraft do wing flexing really well. I actually haven't looked at any of the flexing on this. But this wing wouldn't flex that much. But it's got none. There's absolutely no wing flex on this whatsoever. Even these things, the static things, are not even moving around. Which is something for them to, they can animate that super easy. What are they called? Static something? I've forgotten what they're called. Dynamic. Yes. I know you guys take the piss out of how I say it. Look at this. Insanely beautiful part of the world. Server, West USA server, Mr. Johnny. You can always put in exclamation mark server in the chat and you'll find us. But we're on our last leg. We're flying into Jackson Hole, so we're probably only about 40 nautical miles to go. So we're not far. What did Pringle say? Right below me. Is he above me? Actually, that's one thing I didn't look. There he is there. I didn't look at the undercarriage of the plane and had a bit of a look. She does look nice though. So hopefully they fix a bunch of things in the patch. I think the next time we fly this, like I'm going to fly this offline a little bit, but I think the next time we'll fly this plane is after they've patched it, so we can see what the difference is if they've patched it. If you're still up in the air about it, I would say wait for the patch to see their first patch and see what they've done. But if you didn't want to patch, it's still definitely flyable. It's still fun to fly. We'll see how I botch this landing though. Alright, let's get some... actually, I tell you what, I'm not going to grab the weather for Jackson. I'm going to look at the flag because every time I grab the weather, it's been different in the sim. So we'll just grab the weather out of the sim. Coming up to the valley just up here. There's Pringles now. There he is over on the right hand side. He's at 14,500. He's at the correct altitude. I'm just being lazy. Actually, KJ, I'm just going to get a reference from that website and see how far out it is to what the sim's showing. It's going to show runway 1, so 4 knots at 20, so pretty much directly down the runway. We'll see what the flag says when we get there. Let's do the correct altitude. There we go, gonna hold that. Let's go over to the right. It's cool little trip this was. Which one is runway 4? Or runway 1? Cool. So just over this crest here is where we're going to get into KJAC. We're just going to go directly straight in. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to turn to the left, and then we're going to come in over here. So over in this section here. And I'm going to probably just hand fly it in all the way just for a bit of fun. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's my LOD and the dynamic settings that I've got on here that's making the... But then again, Microsoft Flight Sim Mode 2024 is known for this too, so a Bora Bora flight soon. I remember that flight ages ago. A Bora Bora flight. We can do some... What do you mean you're talking about? I remember when we did a Bora Bora flight, which was like before the sim was released, when I was doing live streams of the sim. Actually, no, it was after the sim released, and there was like freaking 100 people flying back in 2020. Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, that was crazy, Pringle. Hey, Seki. Yeah, in the initial release. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was... So I did a stream. I remember doing a stream of 2020, and there was like 2,000, 3,000 people watching. And that was crazy. And that was just me and another Aussie streamer. And then the first stream we did with everybody was when we did that one. And it was crazy. There was just like people everywhere. I'll have to go back and watch the VOD. That'd be insane. But we can do a Bora Bora stream. We've been there before since then, but we haven't been there for a long time. Saki, Pringle was just telling us before how much a better virtual pilot, airliner pilot is than you. Just saying. I believe that's what he was telling us. There we go. I'm starting the Aussie streamer rift. I'm starting the Twitch streamer rift. All right, let's turn the autopilot off. Let's go just to the yaw dampener. It's because Sagi's an old bastard. Okay, maybe I just need to start it. I don't need to finish it. Saki, when are you streaming next? Are you doing the Monday milk run? But you and me and the best of the age group. Is that as in you, as in me? Because Pringle's only a baby. Thanks for putting me in that category, my friend. Yeah, there is a bunch of us old bastards on streaming still. All right, I'm just getting the trim here. All right, we need to slow down because we're about to blow the wings off this thing. All right, there's Jackson Hall over there. We've got plenty of time. Coming in the scenic way. With the 2 tons. I am an old bastard with lots of experience. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can do a half-decent landing. What's going on here? The better Zach, thank you very much for the $5 dono. Does he say anything though?
I want an apology now. Calling me a baby, how dare you be correct, ha ha ha.
That's Pringles. Oh, you are a baby. When I saw you stream the other day, Pringles, I was like, oh, hang on. Doesn't that dude play a I won't do it. I won't do it. I was going to call him little Ed Sheeran. It's little Ed Sheeran. Oh, no, do it, said Zaki. Yeah, I did. I went there. He's little Ed Sheeran. It's little Ed. Oh. All right, where's the airport? I need to change the subject. I think it's over there. There we go. Refund. Yeah, $5 for an insult. It's the Pringle Sharon. Yeah, I've just made the new nickname for Pringles. Sorry, everyone. Inside joke. But feel free to go and jump over to. I'm not sure what Pringles' stream's name is actually, but he's streaming now, so. And I think he's going to be a pretty consistent streamer too. But thank you very much for the dono. Alright, let's slow down a lot here. I don't really come in. There's the 2 tons on the left-hand side. I normally come in the other way, actually, but we're lined up for runway 1. Turn up the sounds up even more for you guys. She needs a lot of trim, Pringles. A lot of trim. Landing lights have had on all the time. Yeah, tons. I'm going to do a flaps 3 landing on this thing, or full flaps, and just see how it's going to go. But I was watching when Murph had it. They must have done something to it because Murph was landing it like a shuttle. And I'm like, Murph, the real plane can't fly like that. Like the angle of attack should be stalling. It was crazy when I saw him fly. So they've done something to it to fix it, but it's still not right. Alright. First notch of flaps going down. Look at that coming out. I'm gonna go second notch of flaps. Gear, we're below 180. Yeah, we're below 180, so I'm going to drop the gear. Get some gear animation there. See, now I've got to put in heaps more just to get that speed up. Hey, Emirates, what's going on? Okay, if I drop the Pringle, yeah, drop it, Evil. Yeah, help us out. Yeah, that'd be great. I've got to put him in the thing. There we go, guys. If you can jump over, can you pop it in there a couple of times, Evil? feel free to jump over there, help out one of our fellow streamers and community members. He's a real well commercial rated pilot, so he knows his stuff. And go and check him out and hit a follow over on Twitch. Right, full flaps. Okay, the friggin' doors are out now. Right, we're just above the blue line. Got a little bit of a slight crosswind in the sim. Like, she comes in steady. We'll see how we go with the flare. Gonna lowball it a little bit. I do have the Jackson Hole scenery on. Jackson Hole. Yeah, the crosswind's a bit bigger on this than what I was saying before. Yeah, that's still the best landing that I've done, but I can't get them right. And that was with full flaps. When there's SU3, I've got a funny feeling if you watched the video, which actually no one really did this week for whatever reason, the news video I dropped, I reckon this is my opinion because they haven't confirmed anything, but I think it's going to be the 22nd because the Citation 750 was meant to be out and now they're saying, and they've delayed it, not because the plane's ready, because they were waiting for a few things in the background to fall in place. So I think we should see Beta 3 the same week and then Citation to come out at the same time. I'm thinking. So within the next 2 weeks we'll see a beta update for 3. I'm thinking. Well, that was the best landing, but holy cow, I shouldn't really need to do that with full flaps. Pringles, I'm a mod, so I'm immune to shoutouts. There we go. But yeah, it's definitely been a bit of fun to fly. Like, I'll definitely fly this. I'm looking forward to an update from him. She taxis fast too. But yeah, there's probably about 5 things on my list here that I would like to see them actually do some work on. Who's streaming next? I'm on the boring nights this week. I've got to get back up to work. We'll be streaming on Tuesday morning, which will be your Monday night, Gav. Is my next stream. I don't know what I'm streaming yet, though. That's going to be our next one. Yeah, it could have been SI earlier, not the plane. They know not him saying that they are investigating. Yeah, it could be, Luke. I'm going to mess around with it a little bit later because it seemed to be playing up the whole night. Who I'll be working? Oh, Jesus. Well, you know, I can't keep you Brits happy, hey? Bloody whinging poms. Whinging poms. Let's see what the whinging pom's gonna whinge about that. They're nothing. Oh, so bloody hard to keep happy. Alright, let's go all the way We got. I'll be lurking. Don't worry. All right. Well, I'll be here. But then Wednesday. So Wednesday, which will be your Tuesday night, your Tuesday morning. I don't know. Whatever. You're half pom evil. Don't worry. I've got pom in me too. But you know. I think I'm related to an old famous comedian too, which I won't tell you who that is. There's Mr. Pringle. Did you see how that's done, Saki? Gav, thank you very much for the 33 months.
Wow, not far off 3 years. Great community.
Thank you, Gav. I remember when Gav was like this high back when he had an Xbox and he was simming. Now look at him. He's all grown up and he's got his own PC and he's got his own flight controls. He's just come such a long way, the little fella. I'm dead now. Oh, that's too funny. Getting close, evil. All right, let's see how the shutdown's gonna go. Let me quickly have a read of the shutdown. If I can read it. Set brakes complete. Oh man, I can't read that. All right, I'm gonna have to wing this. I cannot read it. Hang on. Oh my god. Alright, so it says avionics switch to the off position. Fuel control heater switches off, which I did. Inverter switches off. I didn't have that on. Accessory switches are off. Power levels to flight idle, which they aren't on flight idle, but I'll put them to flight idle. Feather the prop. IT needs to be below 1610 for 1 minute. Oh god, really? IT minus under 610 for a minute. Okay. We'll just pretend it's been a minute because I doubt that's actually generator switches to off. Gen switches to off. Fuel auxiliary boost pumps to off. Battery switch to off. Oh, that's... Yeah, but I haven't actually done... Really? Battery switch to off? We haven't even shut down the plane yet. Who knows? I remember Gav was just a little simmer. Yes, just need all the cockpit accessories now. Long before you get to 24 Fozzie. There we go. Oh, I didn't even see the animations. I wasn't watching. Bugger. There we go. That was the 406 from Inibuilds. This is my first Inibuilds non-airline aircraft. So, I don't know. It's still in line with all the Inibuild stuff. I think they do make pretty good planes. And pretty good sceneries, but they just need to patch stuff. They don't come out 100% on release. So, but geez, it's definitely got potential. Looks pretty wicked too. So, all right, guys, if anybody wants to pop over for a little shot in front of the F406. We'll do a little bit of a shot in here if you want to jump over, and I'll pop this out in the YouTubes tomorrow. If you don't want to be in it, that's fine. Mr. Keyboard Switch says, I'll be there. But yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday for a stream, Wednesday for a stream, Saturday for a stream, Sunday for a stream, and I think I've got 2 videos due this week. So are you full on 24 now, or are you back and forth with 2020? No, Emra, I've been full 2024 for ages. Yeah, I have uninstalled 2020. Yeah, absolutely full 2024. I've been full 2024 pretty much since it come out. I'm happy to sort of roll with the punches, frustrating or not. Why does everybody go on one knee when we do photos? Why does everyone do the one knee? It's like they're doing the family shot. It's like they're doing the family photo. Yeah, here we go. Everyone's teabagging now. Anybody else coming? Flyboy, you get the picture? Can I see anybody else running over? Alright. I'll give him a minute and then we'll go. You're going to drop 2020? Yeah. Yeah. I still, even people that have been using 2024 Sim Update 3 beta saying it's pretty solid again now, so... and I think the development teams are getting to know the sim and the SDK well enough. If something happens or breaks or changes, they can pretty much jump on it pretty quickly. So, and we're starting to get a few options in here now, so it's good to see. Decker run out of fuel 8 miles out with the DC3. Still made it. There we go. That's how it's done. All right, let's take a photo. Are you... He's gone. Shit, I jumped back in the plane. Oh, man. I had one job. One job. All right. Everybody say Cessna. Oh, where's my mouse gone? Oh, hang on. I need to get my... Actually, no. This will work. This will work. This will work. This will work. There we go. Cessna. Done. Boeing. Oh, what a lovely shot. Thank you, fellas. I'll put that in the YouTubes tomorrow in the post so you guys can see. Cool, cool, cool. Shane, not only one to run out of fuel. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I didn't run out of fuel today, though. Holy cow, it's been a bit of a... there's Pringles. Oh, Pringle, you missed out, my friend. You missed out. He's only just pulling in now. Look, there we go. You missed out. Too slow. Cool, cool, cool. All right, let's do some thank yous. A big thank you to the mods for modding. Big thank you to Just Flight and Flight Sim Mods for supporting the stream. Inspector, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Pringles for the first class lounge, 22 months. Mr. Inspector for the 49 months. Nice to see you. Nice to see Big Jacko in here as well for the 41 months. Evil for the $10 super chat. Gav for the 33 months. And then we had Marcus with a big dono tonight. Thank you very much for that, for the Starship. We also had Clive with his Sunday donation. Thank you, Clive. Appreciate it very, 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 very much. And then also Pringle having a bit of a sook in the end with a donation too. So, guys, thank you so much. And sorry for the later start today, but what's no? What's no? No? No shout out. All right, we're going to get out of here. Thank you for the mods for modding, and I'll see ya. I've got to go and like wash my hair, so Hooroo. See you guys. Love you lots. Have a good week. Have a good rest of the weekend. And I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye for now.